It's the profit taking once again, I'm afraid. We expect this to go on into the early parts of next week, but we don't see it. We don't see it stretching further. We don't see the trend. We don't see a strong trend in that regard. The bourse, as you rightly said, is down, and it was down 0.32% on the day, 1.12% week on week to close at 22,967. Of all stocks traded, 31 stocks traded up, 46 stocks lost, while 49 stocks traded flat. Among the top gainers were Japan, relatively small stocks, Japan, Bako, Alti, Briscoe, and Mutual Benefits. Amongst the top losers were two key banks. There was IBTC, Wema Bank, Glasgow, and one insurer would incidentally announced a share buyback scheme, which we would expect would push the price forward. It went down, Crusader Insurance. So we think this trend of profit taking has taken hold right now, and we think it's going to run into next week. Finally.
Well, let's look at some of the stocks from yesterday. Total Nigeria was one of the biggest losers of the day. It dipped by about between 4.4 and 5%. What is the movement like on that stock today?
Total relatively traded flat. We don't think what happened on Total stock yesterday was indicative of any massive market expectation in that regard. We just think Total, as well as just like so many other large stocks, got caught up in the profit taking of the past week. We don't see the last results they brought was their Q3 result, which was announced last year in November. We don't think it has anything to do with the bank fundamentals. Friendly.
Well, looking at the banking sector, the acting president, Goodluck Jonathan, is backing the CBN. Is that putting investors as well as the people at ease currently?
Yes, exactly. It's what a lot of is a question that's been hanging in the air since the transfer of power, and one of the first firm pronouncements of this current regime was to announce the support to the CBN governor. That went a long way in generally assuaging concerns that the current banking reforms would perpetuate into the future. It's what a lot of people have said, because I mean, Mr. Sanusi took a lot of the decisions he took with the personal backing of the president, and it appears that the personal backing of the acting president, as announced by the finance minister of state, is real and is firm. So flowing from that, we expect that the banking reforms will continue. I bet the pace may not be as aggressive. I mean, given the political dust still in the air. So that's our view on that. Friendly.
And has it impacted the currency in any way?
We haven't seen an immediate impact of the transfer of power. What we do know and what we do expect is that confidence in the Nigerian economy, right, based on this peaceful transfer of power, would cascade into direct investment into key asset classes. We expect that stocks would enjoy a rise as a result. We expect that other key sectors as well will benefit from it, because it's what a lot of investors that have been on the margins have been looking out for is political concerns about Nigeria, and there's been talks of military coups, there's been talks of significant unrest that may result into larger conflicts in the nation. That COP has passed, and given the peaceful transition, we expect a lot of investors would start to make medium to long-term decisions committing to Nigeria. Friendly.
Now, earlier you mentioned that the outlook for next week is not showing a very strong trend, but which stocks are you keeping an eye on for next week?
I'm still an optimist for key banks, and I remain so. I'll be looking at GT Bank. A lot of them, their year end December 09. I would expect a flood of results in the coming weeks. I'm keeping my eye on GT Bank for one. I'm keeping my eye on First Bank 2. Yours truly, UBA PLC as well. Friendly.